sell. Gucci, Fendi, Chanel. Vintage is all I wear when I see that they stock.
Boom. Woo! What it do? It is your boy Yahchi B, and you're hanging out with me on Yahchi TV. Man, today we have a really exciting episode today. I think you guys, matter of fact, I know you guys are going to love this one. This is featuring critique, not even critique. This is featuring influential information about your boy Yahchi B, man. I feel so in tune and inclined to do this. Also, happy Easter. Hope you guys are celebrating and enjoying the Easter with this whole quarantine going on. Hope you guys are finding some type of enjoyment. Man, this is nuts. I've been in the crib for 23 days. Please don't talk nothing or shit about my scruff. I'm just going through it. If y'all still out there getting haircuts from some nigga you don't know that's haven't been quarantined or going cut to cut, you're crazy. I'm not risking it. I can always get a cut. When this is all over, I can't get my life back. So that is the most important part, man. If you please make sure you're social distancing, and also you're washing your hands, doing your part so that we can get rid of this in a timely fashion so we can get back to the fun stuff. I do not want this to ruin my summer. My birthday's coming up. And I want to get to my birthday with this out of the way, which probably won't happen. My birthday's in June, by the way. But with that being said, drinking wine on this one. This one is going to be delightful. Shout out to my bro Jaron. We do a show called Sip Talk. If you haven't, check that out. Make sure you do check that out. Make sure you do follow us on Instagram at SipTalk93. I'm so happy because I'm actually getting to use my microphone for the first time. Got a whole nice little setup going on, so this is going to be fun for the most part. Also, I guess I can get right into it. This is a new series, 5-part series that I call the Influential 50. So that means that I will be ranking the top influential 50 artists / groups that have been impactful to my life. So as I mentioned, everybody know that I do music. So these 50 people have played a big role on, what I like to listen to, what sounds I like to craft with my music, and just overall just give me a dynamic base and foundation of how I realistically look at music. So with that being said, please, disclaimer, do not take this to heart. This is my opinion. This is my top 50. This is who I like to listen to. This is who influenced me. So I already know that there's going to be people in the comment section saying, why do you have that person at that number? I have that person at that number because that's who influenced me. So, but with that being said, man, oh shit, I almost forgot, man. Please, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, and also hit that notification bell. Do all that great stuff because it does help out the algorithm of this video. I hate that I said that in the long run, but man, with all that talking, man, let's get it started. All right, man. As you guys already know, I mentioned this is the Influential 50 that I do have going on. This is a 5-part series, and today we'll be covering 50 to 41. So these will be the top 50 to 41 artists that I have found influential to my musical standpoint. So the first one, we're going to get right into it. We got number 50. We got Chief Keef. So we got the guy out of Chicago, bringing this drill style out of Chicago, 2012, doing his thing with Don't Like. And his first album was Finally Rich, I believe it was called, or Finally Famous, something like that. No, I think Finally Famous was Big Sean, my bad. But so the reason why I have Chief Keef on this list is because he brought a totally different dynamic to the rap game with the drill movement. For me, I'm just on the outside looking in. I'm not from Chicago, so I mean, the drill scene was brought to me by Chief Keef. But if there's anybody who's been doing this before Chief Keef, please drop a comment below and let me know, because I'm always trying to expand on my music horizon. But like that being said, Chief Keef was one of the pioneers to just do all these, low budget ass videos in his grandma's living room while he's on probation or house arrest or whatever the hell he was, and just catapulting from that. I mean, just rising to be this hard ass in the music industry and just, making it his own and doing it his own way. So Chief Keef has definitely been influential as far as like even influencing the game to now being that hard, gritty, cutthroat, raw style that a lot of us are so used to. So Chief Keef definitely is 50 on my list. This next artist that I do have on this list, this is 49. This person is particularly not a rap artist, but definitely influential to me and have been given now more so of a rap style. Chris Brown. So Chris Brown is 49 on my list because he has articulated his way into the rap scene by, diversifying himself in putting rap into his style of music, which is more of a singing style. But even with that being said, overall, a tremendous artist over the years for what he has given us. He has given us great timeless music that we can look back to, especially from his first album. All I know is that back in the day, the house party as soon as popping, come on, woo, child. Man, that used to be lit. So Chris Brown has definitely paved the way for a lot of this harmonizing type of singing to make airways with him, diversifying and switching his style back and forth from singing to rapping. So that's really cool thing from Chris Brown that I do appreciate. And also the dancing, man, phenomenal guy who can just dance his ass off. Like, kudos to Chris Brown for doing what he does. 48. What we got 48 on this? We got Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like I said, this does catapult with a couple of groups in here, but Bone Thugs and Harmony, definitely a group in the mid 90s, upper 90s to go out there and give their own flavor and style to this fast ass rapping. Tremendous group. They have done their thing, stand the test of time, and definitely I've seen they did have a little bit of beef with the Migos. I want to say probably, I think it was like a year ago or something like that. But as any groups will go and have their own feuds and go back and forth. But very influential. My favorite song from Bone Thugs and Harmony definitely has to be Notorious Thugs. Great, phenomenal song. Also, if you haven't heard the Weed song, make sure you go check that out. That is a really, really good song too. We got a duo here of two individuals. We got Redman and Method Man. Two dope ass individuals when it comes to just flowing on the mic, giving their own style. Redman, I definitely appreciate for his solo work that he does do, and Method Man for the same part. But when they come together, it's definitely a cool, dope ass vibe. Redman, I remember playing, I think it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or 3, whichever one, or maybe even it was the first one. But I remember he had the joint on there, Let's Get Dirty. Method Man, Bring the Pain. I came to bring the pain, fall to the brain. But contributed to the 90s rap in a fathomable, great fashion. Love them too when they come together and make some dope ass collaborative work. So they're definitely on my list as 47. 46. We got a guy here who has, I guess you can say, created his own really raunchy, weird style. Oh man, but definitely in the process making some great ass music to my taste. Remember, my taste only. But we got Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is a different individual per se. It was definitely when he first stepped on the scene and he gave us a taste of some weird stuff when you was eating a cockroach. Damn, what is the name of that? What is the name of that track where he did that? Yonkers. Oh man, that was definitely crazy. But his last album was definitely dope. I really enjoyed that. I think it was Igor. I want to say, I think I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, we did it right. Shout out to Moscato. All the Moscato brands, hit up your boy. I will be featuring you in the video if you're willing to sponsor me. But yeah, Tyler the Creator, definitely appreciate his weirdness with his style and all the things that he does bring to the music. But the reason why I put him on this list because how I got introduced to Tyler the Creator was 2012. The album Goblin. Hands down, love that album. A lot of crazy shit goes on, but it's definitely, it's not for the faint-hearted, but it's definitely a really good album if you wanted to give that a try and check that out. Next on the list, we got 45. 45 comes from a guy that's in the 90s, late to 90s. Definitely did his thing, I would say, and tried to make a comeback and slightly had a nice little run when he came back. But we got Mace on the list at 20 or 45. I said 25. We only doing 50 to 41. But yes, Mace. Mace been on the scene for that golden period of hip hop. Did his thing with Diddy, made some timeless music, definitely timeless music. Even when I'm running, what's the one song that Can't Hold Me Down? What's the name of that song? I can't think of it right now. I think it's called Hold Me Down, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely a great song. Mace definitely could flow on the mic. Definitely had a nice flow. And if you're wondering, Diddy is not on this list. definitely not on this list. But yeah, Mace, he definitely did his thing for his time period. And even when he did it, the little welcome back song. But it's crazy that, when you're at your peak, you leave the game. I don't get it. But we gonna move on to the next person. At 44, this is actually a person / group duo per se, but definitely put a lot of influence, not on just me, but the whole New York scene. We got Cameron and Dipset. Cameron and Dipset, crazy duo, if I can just say the least. Very influential for what they have done in that time span. I remember 7th, 8th grade, I believe it was. I was on my way to school hanging out with the local guys, and like literally they would act like they're Dipset. But that's really how I got introduced to their music. Diplomatic Immunity, beast ass album, but definitely love that. Also, Cameron as a solo act, he put together a whole bunch of flavor to the rap scene. First guy to be wearing pink meeks and all that other cool stuff. Also, the Rudy Tooty Fruity Gooey Louie Wooey, that flow he just created and crafted that on his own. Just memorable albums from him. Come Home With Me, hands down my personal favorite from Cameron, 2004's Purple Haze. Great album, love that front to back. I can listen to that. And also Killer Season, even with the movie that he did. Killer Season, man, crazy enough, man. Cameron is just a hysterical dude, but definitely has left his mark on the rap game. Also, instamped his, vision and cultural influence on me as well. So we're just moving on here. We got 43. We got the OG. We got an OG on the list right here. We got Snoop Doggy Dogg. Oh man, West Coast funk, man. Just West Coast everything. Embody West Coast from Death Row all the way to him making a gospel album, which is crazy. Death Row. Snoop Dogg is just a true pioneer to the game, masterful sound, and also just an iconic voice, and just like I said, an OG of the game. Just took his sound, took his wave, took what he wanted to do. Snoop Dogg definitely influenced, the getting high culture, smoking the weed, no, but is putting his bliss and his taste all over the map with his cultural and iconic sound and music. You already know. Once you hear that, 1, 2, 3 into the 4, Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre, is that your dope ready to make appearance? Oh man, I'm trying to get carried away on this thing right here. But you already know. Once you hear something from Snoop Dogg, man, you already know what it's about to be, and it's just about to be something memorable. So I definitely had to have my homie Snoop Dogg, the OG, on here at 43. 42, you guys may be a little bit mad at me, but like I said, this is for me. This is for me. This is my cultural standpoint on how I have been influenced by the rap game and just music. I have Future at 42. So the reason why I say that is Future is one of those guys that, so if you don't know, I'm from New York. So you know how Southern music, it takes its time to elevate up. So just listen, I was listening to Future like way back in the days, like even before Tony Montana. So I was listening to all that stuff, Astronaut Status. Like Future definitely just put his stamp on the game at that time with this unique sound. And then just moving on to 2015, hands down my personal favorite, best album from Future, Dirty Sprite 2. When I heard it drop, I was like, man, this shit is amazing. But I mean, he does mention a lot of, drug and alcohol references and stuff like that, and per se that has definitely catapulted and helped influence music that we hear now. So I can't really be mad at what he has done for the game, but that's just what it is. Like, as far as him just inspiring, drug use and stuff like that, I don't condone. I definitely do not condone drug use. Please do not use drugs, and please do not be influenced by your favorite rapper doing drugs. But he definitely put his stamp and mark on music nowadays. And I mean, he just got music that you can bop to. I mean, even though he's definitely far from the best rapper alive, but he just got music that you can bop to. So that's why I definitely put, Future on this list, because I definitely bang out to some Future. I'm not going to lie. All right, man. Last but not least, we got number 41. We got another group person duo. This one's really magical to me. We got the Clips. Clips, man. Yo, y'all already know about Pusha T, but the Clips, It's very, very magical for me because I remember, I think it was like Christmas or something like that. I got their first album, Lord willing. Whew, man, front to back, you can listen to that thing without skipping anything, because it was just such a classical good album. These guys out of Virginia definitely did their thing. They got this notable song that I think everybody knows, especially back in the day when all the kids was playing on the lunch tables that go about boom boom boom, ting, boom 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 boom, ta ta ta, boom boom. Grinding, man. Such a simple beat, but that shit went so hard, man. It's crazy how like a lot of this music, it definitely does stand the test of time. And this man speaks for himself. Pusha T, man, lyrical mastermind. Definitely gets busy on the mic when he does his thing on any track. We're not even gonna talk about the situation that happened with another guy, but yo, man, Pusha T definitely does his thing. And also, I did a video on those two, a reaction video way back in the day when I was doing reaction videos. So yeah, make sure you do go check that out. I'll definitely drop it in this video right here. But yeah, make sure you do go check that out. But yo, man, that wraps that up right there. That's 50 to 41. All right, man. Yo, so that wraps up this first installment of the Influential 50. This is a 5-part series that I got going on that specifies the type of music that have influenced me, all the artists slash groups, if you want to say, that have influenced me, impacted me just from listening to music every day. Also, the artistry that goes into the type of music that I do make. So, also, man, go check out my music, man. I know you guys will love this stuff. I was supposed to drop the project, but due to this quarantine, a lot of things did get kind of mixed up. But I do have a freestyle coming out called the Quarantine Freestyle. Getting kind of jumbled with my words. The Quarantine Freestyle, that's going to be hot. That's on me on the beat and everything. So yeah, make sure you go check that out. That's going to be hot. Going to be dropping that a little bit sometime soon. But also, man, please make sure you go like this channel and make sure you do hit that notification bell. Every time that I do drop a video, you will get a notification. Also hit that like button, as it does help the algorithm so that my video do reach a massive amount of people, because I know you guys love hip-hop music, and I want to see you guys come up with 50 top artists that you guys find influential to your lifestyle, or just if you do music, man, even if it's just 10, give me your top 10, or even if it's one, give me your overall number one influential rapper. I think my number one influential rapper is someone that is pretty great and pretty dear to my musical career. So with that being said, yeah, man, make sure you do subscribe and like, and then also, man, go follow me on Instagram at Yahchi B. And that's it, man. Like I said, stay quarantined, wash your hands, social distance, happy Easter.